Welcome to the Today's Leader podcast, the podcast for the leaders and entrepreneurs of today.
Way to go, guys. Way to go. Keep it going. Good job, guys. All right, Paul, I see you. All right, John, finish on. Good call.
Great job, guys.
Hey there, it's Coach Phil here, and welcome to the Today's Leader podcast, forging the path of success for the leaders and entrepreneurs of today. Today is Monday Mentoring. On episode 306, we featured Claus Raasted in a fascinating conversation around innovation and the problems that individuals have in adapting this as a strategy. Now, yes, we've got some people that are actively out there disrupting industry, but as Claus puts it, the onus is on problem solving. So, as he says so succinctly in the episode, no one wants innovation, but everyone wants problem solves. Now, while this may be generally accepted within business and industry, it's also relevant in the context of the individual leader. So let's look at this a little bit deeper. Every leader has a problem. Every leader has a problem, or they may have many problems. Now, often we don't want to acknowledge our problems, and there's a number of reasons for that. Maybe we don't have the capability to deal with it. Maybe we don't have the confidence to deal with it. Maybe we've got a problem child in our team, in our organization. Maybe we don't have the influence that you need as a leader. Maybe the trust within your team isn't as strong as you need it to be to get the results that you actually desire. But the reality is that every leader has a problem. Every leader has a problem. So in terms of innovation, no one wants innovation, but everybody wants problem solved. But the problem is, many of these problems that we face are internally driven. They're tied in with us. We've chosen a path with some of these problems, in fact. And often it's really hard for us to acknowledge that we actually do have a problem. So in life and leadership, we'll often see this common scenario. We've got a situation. It could be an issue. It could be a concern. It could be an incident that's occurred. It could be a crisis. We've got a situation. And from that situation, often we'll experience pain. Now, it could be a performance review, which could be the situation based on some faltering performance from yourself. That could be the situation. And then obviously the pain comes from having a performance review that matches back to your faltering performance. But it's often only when we've experienced pain do we actually see growth. Situation, pain, growth. And this was another insight from Claus. Change comes, growth comes when we've experienced pain from a situation. So change, growth, and innovation are all personal. They are all personal, and they're all attached to us and our identity. And when it gets personal, when everything is attached to who we see ourselves as our identity, things get difficult. And this leads me to the concept of change is uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable. Often, because we're not instigating the change or the growth that we need within our lives, change is predominantly uncomfortable because it's being forced upon us by external factors, by the crises of what we've enveloped around us. Change is uncomfortable. Change and growth are personal. And this is where leaders, when they're realistic with the problems that you face, it starts providing the platform for change, growth, and innovation in your life. So being realistic with the problems that you face, becoming aware of the problems that you face, provides the platform, provides the foundation. Because at the end of the day, innovation is problem solving. What problems in your life, what problems in your leadership need to be solved? What are those problems that need to be solved? Don't wait for the pain from a situation, from a crisis, from an incident. Take deliberate steps this week to solve the problems that you have. Change and growth are uncomfortable. Becoming aware of our own problems and not just our tendency to ignore and avoid them is the first step in your journey of becoming uncomfortable. Growth is achieved when we embrace discomfort, because when we embrace discomfort, we are stretched because of it. Growth is uncomfortable. This week, let's get uncomfortable. Thanks for tuning in to Monday Mentoring and the Today's Leader podcast. We will see you all again next time. Bye for now.